Shalom. First of all, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakha, Kodash, Yahweh being the true name of the Heavenly Father who the world ignorantly calls God, and his only begotten Son's name is Yahweh Shai. That's their proper names, of course, in the Paleo-Hebrew, which is the ancient language of the Israelites, of the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right? I'm talking about, of course, the Ibariath, all right? Not that Yiddish, all right? The Lashwan Kodash, all right? Bahashem is in the name, or Bahashem, in the name of Rakah, the Spirit, Kodash, the Spirit. Kodash is holy, all right? Of course, we coming in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, all right? Of course, I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutation to all of the sincere Achim that are out there on the highways and hedges doing this work in sincerity and truth. Okay, I'm the brother Amapa from Great Millstone Playing Tables Camp, located here in Babal, which is America, or Babylon, the land of all confusion. And coming back with this truth, it's more so update, or not really updating, but just to let the fold know, those that of course that don't know, of course build up and be edified, and those that of course that do know, of course reinforce your foundation, of course, and your information, because it's knowledge. It continues to to uplift us, keep us in check, and it's good for us, all right? And this is more so going into the dietary law. This is on the subject of fish, all right? Seafood, okay? Which Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, he set us up, the nation of Yashala, with law, statute, commandments, all right? Which he gave by the way of Moses, all right? And he gave them to you Israelites, which you Israelites are you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which of course go back to the 12 tribe of Israel. And of course we have, of course, the Israelite foreigners, which are you Israelites that you go back to the nation of Israel, but have went, of course, astray to your power. Of course, we've been scattered, so there's a thing called confusion of face, in which we have some Israelites that look like the rest of the nations where they've been scattered to, but they are in fact Israelites, all right, through the Spirit, all right, by their bloodline going back to our nation, all right. So anyway, we have all been in a Gentile state of mind, being far and away from these laws, statutes, commandments, because in America, they basically teach us to eat any and everything and such. On the subject of seafood, there's nothing really reinforced of what to eat that's lawful, all right? Here in America, you have any and everything. You have, the Edomites who are ruling, which is the so-called white man, all right? The biblical Edomites, all right? They are ruling in wickedness, and they push out all of their philosophies, which are not Kodash. They're not separate, right? You're not good at all right? Because it leads on to death. All right, so anyway, without further ado, I'm gonna get into this. Let me go into the law. But let me get the article here. I got it. It says what you need to know about farm raised versus wild caught fish, all right? In which, we have here in this world now genetically modified organisms, all right? GMO, all right? We have Esau that goes into the lab and he creates all different matters of abominations, okay? He thinks he is God, and he have this thing that's created called a farm-raised fish, and we shall get into that. And the suggestion will be to avoid them at all costs, and to, of course, buy and to consume wild-caught fish that is, of course, kosher, are really lawful. All right. That's lawful under the law, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So first, let's get the law. This is Leviticus, the 11th chapter. And I'm going to start here at the first verse. All right. This is Leviticus 11:1. And Yahweh spake unto Moses and to Aaron, saying unto them, speak unto the children of Yasha'Allah of Israel, saying, these are the beasts which ye shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth. Okay, so Yahweh Shem Yahushai, he set us up, with order, and he gave us, what we ought to eat. Okay, what is of course lawful. Okay, so I'm gonna skip down, and I'm gonna go to verse 9. Leviticus 11:9. Okay, it reads, these shall ye eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever had fins and scales in the waters, in the seas and in the rivers, them shall ye eat. Reads on, and all that have not fins and scales. Okay, fins and scales. All right, in the seas, in the rivers, like it, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you. Okay, which abomination is detestable. All right, we are not to, of course, eat abominations. All right, so we are limited to eating, of course, clean fish, which are fish, all right, that have fins and scales. All right, reads on verse 11, they shall be an abomination unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, but ye shall have their carcasses in abomination. It says, verse 12, whatsoever hath no fins or scales in the waters, that shall be abomination unto you. Okay, so whatever that doesn't have fins or scales, all right, that means your eels and all that, the shrimp, catfish and such, just a note of fish that doesn't have any you would say scales. All right, they have fins, but they don't have no scales. All right, you cannot eat that. All right, simple as that. Yahweh Shem Yashai set it up like that, and it's of course for our health. Okay, we got a lot of our people that eat all these different things, and they have the gout and all of that, and different diseases. Okay, eating these unclean fishes. Okay, particularly. All right, so now, of course, since we go into fishes that you may eat, now you of course have to try to, of course, eat fish which are lawful, right? And of course to eat fish that are not farm raised. So let's go into it. What you need to know about farm raised versus wild caught. All right, it says, this is off of I think this website is called Washington Post. Let me see if that is Washington Top News. YTOP.com. All right, so we'll just get into it. It says, fish has become a darling food of nutritionists and home cooks in search of a quick and healthy meal. It's high in protein. Like most fishes, be having like 19 grams of protein and such. You could go, of course, look into it. And Abaratazah started to go into a bit of these macronutrients and such, because I know brother Aka in the Kink Camp, and he asks a little bit about knowledge in that, and I'll start getting into that more going into depth on more so how to manage our diets and such. But anyway, it's high in protein, okay, which we need protein, right? It says low in calories and packed with vitamins, right? Minerals and healthy fats, all right, which we need the healthy you would say healthy fats and such, which come from the oils of the fish and such, right? And they of course have all different type of benefits, like omegas and such. Omega, I think, is 3s or 6s, but going to it, that help to lower the risk of heart disease and improve cognitive ability, all right? Because it basically help your brain, all right, function, all right? So cognitive, I'm pretty sure that's dealing with your brain, all right? Cognition. I'll go into it later. But anyway, going on, it says in wild plats pilled with more pink salmon and less red meat may make hearts healthier. All right, because of course, all that fat and such, clogs the arteries and such. So you want to limit the amount of red meat you consume. Of course, everything in moderation. Okay, I mean, not too much in unbalance. Okay, it says the world's ocean lakes or lochs and rivers have felt the strain as nature inches closer to limitation. Overfished waters and dwindling supply of some species have led to the rise in farm fishing. How does farm-raised fish stack up to wild-caught? All right. And it says Mary Ellen Kamar, professor of food science, which deal with knowledge. All right, science is knowledge, right? And I mean to know. In human nutrition at University of Maine's School of Food and Agriculture, he explains the differences. All right, so here we're going to go with differences. The difference between farm fish and wild-caught fish is simple, says Kamar, who is also the president of the Institute of Food Technologists. Farm-raised fish are grown in pens that are often submerged in ponds, lakes, and saltwater. These pens can also be on land, but more on the latter. Wild-caught fish, on the other hand, are caught in their natural environments by fishermen. Some fish can be both caught and farm raised. All right, which they basically take these fish and they change them up and such. They change up the natural fish, and that's a farm raised fish. It's not a normal fish when you go into it. But anyway, I'm gonna go into it. So sometimes they just take the wild fish as babies and they grow them in a pen and fatten them up. All right, which they fatten them up in all different types of ways and such. They got dirty practices, which Abaratazai get into in another lesson, because I don't have the information on hand at the time. But we'll go on. It says fatten them up and they sell them at market, so there's virtually no difference. And that's a devil saying that real quick. So it says more than 50% of seafood produced for human consumption is farm raised. All right, so 50%, that's half of the fish, all right, out there is farm raised. It says, and this number is only expected to increase by 2030, which we ain't gonna get to that. Albert Rogers out of the place get destroyed soon. The World Bank estimates that nearly 2/3 of seafood will be farm raised, and that's death. All right. Let me see. I'll watch out these negative effects. Let's see. Give me a moment. Yeah, so this is off of another. This is off of Quick and Dirty Tips.com. It says in 2004, widely cited study found the levels of PCBs or potential carcinogenic chemicals to be 10 times higher in farm fish than in wild caught fish. All right. And that's meaning the potential to cause cancer. All right. So carcinogenic. All right. That's potentially cancer, causing chemicals. All right. To be 10 times higher in farm fish than in wild caught fish. So you gotta watch out. These devils, what they going and telling you, the information. That's why you gotta study to show thyself approved. We stay in our scriptures and know, and we make sure we know what we talking about. We going into bringing out this information. These devils, they got different all type of lies that's out there. All right. But the amount of PCBs and farm fish was still less than 2% of the amount that we consider dangerous. It says the differences may also been exaggerated. That's what he's saying, but stay away from the shit. All right. It said the other contaminants that most people worry about in fish is mercury. All right, that's a heavy metal, right? The fish that present the biggest concern: swordfish, king mackerel, tillfish, shark. You ain't supposed to eat no shark. All right, tuna. All right, are all wild caught. All right, it says the most common farm fish, catfish. We don't eat catfish. That's unlawful. Tilapia, that's lawful. Salmon, lawful. All have low or very low mercury levels. All right. Are farm-raised fish genetically modified? It's also widely believed that farm fish are genetically modified, yet this is not the case. You may have read, for example, about striped bass that have a zigzag in their stripes. These fish do exist, but they are not genetically modified. They are simply a cross between striped bass and white bass, done the old-fashioned way. There are currently no genetically modified fish for sale in the U.S., at least not as food. Okay, so there is genetically modified fish, and you can get them. They just not sold here in America, as they saying. So it does exist. All right, you can buy genetically modified fish for your tropical fish tank that glow in the dark. So they do. Esau does change up things and all of that. But anyway, I pretty much done hit the point about the the law and such. You ain't supposed to eat no shrimp. Shrimp is a crustacean. All right. Crustaceans form large, diverse arthropod taxon, which includes such familiar animals: crabs, lobsters, crayfish, shrimp, krill, woodlice, and barnacles. You ain't supposed to eat none of that stuff. All right. These things are bottom feeders. They clean the earth, the sea and such. All right, that's what the Most High set it up to do. All right, they actually going into this. They're going to let me see. These are widely. They close to an insect. Basically, they're basically insects. He going to it closely. All right. See if I can find it. It was here in this article, but you could go and look into it. But I don't currently see it at the time. I'm kind of at a bit of time. I don't really have that much. Having to go to the plantation, but these right here. I think it's right here. They are distinguished from other groups of arthropods such as insects. All right. Yeah, I can't find exactly where I found, but yeah, you ain't supposed to eat no shrimp. It's a crustacean. All right. This is Malachi 3:6. I am Yahweh. I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob, or Jacob, are not consumed. Even from the days of your fathers, ye have gone away from mine ordinances, which is the law, statutes, commandments, right? And have not kept them. Return unto me, and I will return unto you, said Yahweh of hosts. But ye said, wherein shall we return? All right, So our people have first of all, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai have not changed. All right, Yahweh Shai, who Yahweh calls Jesus Christ, he hasn't changed either. Slakia, the law is not done away with. All right, we do keep the law. We do rehearse the righteous acts. All right, you ain't permitted to eat these abominations. All right, you ain't gonna be in the kingdom eating shrimp and all of that. All right, that's eating all this these different catfish and all these different things that aren't permitted by Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, that are unlawful, is gonna get you destroyed. It's gonna get you sick. All right. Yeah, we went against some law, statutes, commandments. All right, let me see something. Yeah, this is Hebrews 13:8. It reads, Yahweh Shai Hamashiach, the same yesterday and today and forever. All right. So Yahweh Shai hasn't changed either. The Son of the Most High hasn't changed either. All right. Law, statute, commandments still the same. All right. We don't sacrifice animals and such, but Yahweh Shai is, Yahweh Shai, they're the same. All right. The set up to eat is what we eat, and what is not set up to eat, we don't eat. Simple as that. All right. Mercury poison. All right. What is mercury? Mercury is a metal found naturally in the environment. Human activities such as farming, burning coal, and using mercury in manufacturing increase the mercury cycling through the air, water, and soil. In the water, mercury changes its form and becomes methyl mercury. Fish absorb this mercury. When you eat fish containing mercury, you absorb the mercury, and at high levels, it can be harmful. Mercury will leave the body over time in urine and feces and breast milk. All right, so of course, when you your waste, it leaves your body via waste. All right, which urine and feces. All right, your stool and such. That's waste, human waste. All right. It says, do you need to avoid mercury found in fish? It says most people, the level of mercury absorbed by eating fish and shellfish, we don't eat shellfish, is not a health concern. It's bullshit right here, right? Fish and shellfish are healthy foods. It said overall, fish, lawful fish, right? Not unlawful fish, right? Healthy foods, right? They contain high quality protein and other essential nutrients, are low in saturated fat, and contain omega-3 fatty acids, which I mentioned early in the lesson. It says a type of essential fatty acid. It says a balanced diet that include fish. We ain't including shellfish. Can contribute to heart health. All right. It's gonna keep your arteries clear and not clogged with all the fat and such, right? And of course, it benefits your mind, really too. It says nearly all fish and shellfish contain traces of mercury, but some contain high levels. Eating large amounts of these fish and shellfish can result in high levels of mercury in the human body, in a fetus of a young child. So you could transmit you having high level of mercury in your body can, of course, you could give your child brain, it's gonna go into it. This can this can damage the brain, basically, and the nervous system. All right, so you can of course hurt your child. So women should, of course, you got the women eating these abominations, shrimp, scampies, and all of that, and catfish and all different type of things and all. They want to get a whole crab seafood platter and all. You gotta, of course, you gotta refrain from that. All right, cease from doing that stuff. All right, so let me see what else I got here. See what precepts I got here. This is just a quick one. This is 1 Peter 5 and 7. I'm gonna say, casting all your care upon him, for he cared for you. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. And of course you got the spiritual demon Satan, all right, which is the enemy, and the physical counterpart is Esau, the so-called white man. All right, and they got all of these different abominations out here to buy and all that. Think you can eat it? You got people, Jake out here eating eating sushi and all of that, which is raw fish. All right, and that's off. All right, too. You have to eat it cooked. Your meat cooked. All right. But with that, you gotta be aware, be very circumspect, know what the hell's going on out here and such. Give attendance to your diet. All right. With that, I'm gonna say, call halayim la Yahweh bahashem Yahushai bahashem Raha Kodash Yahweh bahashem Yahushai Barak Chal Achim. All right. Baba Kasha, Baba Kasha, Baba Kasha. All right. Your Akim, of course, gotta start caring for your diet and such, knowing what's going in you and such. So to be mindful, we have a dietary law, and this lesson was going in particularly on the fish. All right, with that, I'm gonna say shalom.